Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, Naisha Bell. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Today I'm going to be talking about navigating jobs in Canada as an international student. So, because I don't want to make this video long, so let's just get right into the video. So first thing first, I think the very first thing is to prepare your resume. So preparing your resume, I remember when I just came to Canada and I was trying to apply for jobs, I kept using my old resume, not until my uncle had to tell me to try tailoring my resume to the Canadian style. So for example, I'm from Nigeria, so I'm going to be talking about Nigerian resume. So the previous resume that I had was in Nigerian style, whereby you have like your picture, you have your picture, and then you have all your experiences and information. But this time around, you don't need your picture. So let's just try to like tailor your resume towards Canadian style. If I have the time, I'll try to like search up different Canadian style resume formats and then attach the picture to this side. If not, if I do forget to include that in the video, you can just search it on Google and you have different templates to use. So first thing is to prepare your resume in the Canadian style. What you need to have on your resume: your name, your email, your address, your phone number, and then your objectives, like just or your experiences and basic information about yourself, your school, just those things, and then your experiences, include your experiences. And you also need to get your cover letter, but I think most importantly, most times it's just resume, but also you might want to include preparing your cover letter, so it goes alongside resume and cover letter, or just your resume. So that's the very first thing that I think. It's you preparing your resume and making sure that your resume is in the Canadian style format. Second thing is, of course, to apply for jobs through Indeed and your LinkedIn and all those different application sites, job application sites. I've had cases of people saying, "Oh, I apply numerous times on Indeed and it seems like I don't get any response back." One thing I'm just gonna say is you should not give up. Keep applying. Apply 50 times a day, and hopefully out of 50 jobs that you've applied for in a day, you get 5 response back. Among the 5, you get 3 for possible interview. Just keep applying until you land your job. But then apart from Indeed, I have other ways in which, apart from Indeed and LinkedIn and those job application sites, there are other ways in which you can go about it, which I'll be including in the list. I might just mention it towards the end of the video, so just make sure you watch the video to the end. Before I go on to the other ways in which other ways to apply for the jobs, I think I just want to include one thing: experience. So we all know experiences are like the key thing that most employers in Canada ask for, and they just don't ask for, "Oh, do you have experience in this particular field?" They always, not always, but most of them always ask for experience. If you have Canadian experience, that is one thing most of them tend to ask: do you have Canadian work experience? And because of that, some people do not really apply for jobs because, "Oh, I'm just arriving to Canada. How do you expect me to have the Canadian work experience? So does that mean I don't get to have a job, or what do I do?" So for the Canadian work experience now, but like I said, some jobs ask for that and some jobs do not even need you. They don't need any experience from you. They just want you to apply, see if you're qualified, and then they give you the job. They don't necessarily need the Canadian work experience from you. And also some people think they have issues with, "Oh, from back in my own country, I do not used to work. I just freshly graduated from school, from high school, and then went straight into university, and after a few semesters in university, I decided to come abroad to study or further my studies. And so where would I get that experience you're looking for? Not even Canadian experience. I do not have any experience at all." That is not an issue, and I don't think that is right. You have experience, you just do not know. So for example now, babysitting, you want to apply for a babysitting position here in Canada, and you think Oh my, back in my own country, I never babysitted anybody. Do you really think you didn't babysit anybody? If you think back, chuckle back in your memory and think. I think I've babysitted my cousins. That's an experience. I've babysitted my younger ones. That is more than an experience. So include that in your resume. You have that experience. You've babysitted somebody. Include it. Oh, you want to apply for the position of a chef or a cook, and you think you don't have the experience. You cook every day, my day. You cook for even if you don't cook for any other person, but you cook for yourself. That is an experience. You cook every day. That is more than enough practice, and I think that's an experience. So you have that experience in cooking. Include that as well. Those associates. So some of you, probably your mom or your dad or your uncle, family member, and they happen to have a mini mart or a supermart or something, and you've stayed there for probably 2 months or 3 months. I don't even want to know how long it was, but you've been there, you've experienced, you've interacted with customers, you've worked as a sales associate literally. So what do you mean you don't have experience? You've worked as a sales associate. It does not have to be, oh, I was employed for 3 years, or that was a family member. What says you working under a family member does not count as an experience? It does count. So include that in your resume. That is the third one. You have an experience. So just keep thinking. So because I've not worked in a company that offered me letter of employment, that means I don't have any experience in any work whatsoever. I don't think that is true. Experience comes in different ways. So just think back and think, what exactly have I done? Oh, I do have that experience in that thing. So just include that in your resume. So gathering, make sure you have like those experiences. Yeah, I think that's a way to like solve that issue. And for the Canadian work experience, I remember when I just got to Canada, I was trying to like look for jobs, and most times when I read the job description, it's always you must have Canadian work experience. You must have Canadian work experience. You have Canadian work experience. Where have you worked? And I'm like, come on, where exactly do I apply to if everybody is asking for Canadian work experience? But like I said, some do not ask for that, so you might be lucky. And even those that do request for Canadian work experience, in my own opinion, I think it's still safe and better to still apply. You might get called for an interview, and you explain, oh, I do not have a Canadian work experience, but I've worked in similar field in my own country. They do similar things. This is what they do. These are the roles that perform in my own country in this field. And they will think, oh, this is a smart girl, a smart boy. We just need to give you a little bit of training and we think we're good. And you've gotten a job, I think. Do not give up. Keep thinking of different ways in which you can like solve your job issue. That's what I think. So back to the numbers of ways you can apply. So apart from Indeed, like I said, and getting your resume, one thing that I find useful that maybe most people do not have the courage to do, but it's very useful and it costs nothing, is you printing out your resume and walking into those offices to submit your resume. Nobody's gonna hold you. Nobody's gonna hold you down for submitting your resume. Walking into an office, oh hello, I just wanted to ask if you have any job vacancy. I'm looking for a job and I would love to apply. Simple as ABC, and submit your resume. You might even be lucky to get we have job vacancy. We're actually looking for people. This is how you apply or blah blah blah, and you've landed yourself a job. So walking into those places, probably an hotel, walk to the front desk and submit your resume. I was just wondering if you have job vacancy. I'm looking for a job and I would love to apply, and submit. But of course, sometimes you might be wondering, after submitting my resume, that person might just squeeze and drop it on me, or just forget to give my resume to the manager. So it's almost like waste of time. It might happen, yes, but there are chances that the person might eventually give your resume to the manager. Like, let's just not cancel that chance. It's not gonna hurt. It's better than you sitting at home and waiting for miracle to happen. It doesn't work that way. And that, for another step that you can take, that I think is, you can actually request to see the manager, to know if the manager is around and you would like to submit your resume personally to the manager. They're not going to hold you. Last they will say, oh no, she's not around, or you can't see the manager, just drop it. C'est fini. And that is all. Nobody's gonna hold you down. Nobody's gonna tie you. Oh, this is against the rule. You don't have to. You can't work in here. It doesn't happen. I've never had a case like that. Oh, he came in to submit his resume and we're holding him down because of that. So that is one way. Another way that I think that is very, very, very useful. But funny enough, I feel like most people don't even look towards that way again. Everybody's just concentrated on, oh, I have to keep playing on Indeed, and that's the only way. Try different ways. I find on Indeed is good, I know. Like, try different ways. Don't just settle for just one solution. Oh, gee, yeah. So another way is networking, reaching out to your friends and family. That is, I'm gonna say, like, the best way. Because, for example, let's assume your friend or your family member, your cousin currently has a job and you do not have a job, or you want to get a job. One thing that most people do not know is, before employers send out notifications that, oh, they are looking to employ people, there is always internal posting. They always reach out to their currently employed employees to inform them that they want to employ. If you have anybody that is interested in the position, tell the person to reach out to us and put you as your reference. Simple. That's it. So they get to have the first-hand information before even the public know that, oh, they want to employ people. Do you get? So let's assume you already informed your friends or your family member that, oh, I'm in need of a job, and you constantly remind them, oh, I'm in need of a job, in case you know of any opening, reach out to me. So once they get to know in our company that, oh, we want to employ, of course they're just gonna reach out to you that, oh, you can quickly apply. You. That is one way I got my job. That is the way that I got my job, because I kept telling my friend I needed a job, and I kept applying on Indeed for several days. And finally, my friend called me that, oh, they were employing, that I should just send my resume to the email and then include it as the reference, and then I got my job. So I think that way is what is like very key. You don't want to overlook it. Just make sure you reach out, network, make sure you reach out to your friends and family, and just tell them you're in need of a job. You have to always network in this kind. I feel like you need to know, like, will I say, know people or like make friends, because they always come in handy. Always come in handy. Not just friends, your roommates, your neighbor. Just tell people they're really in search of a job. You have to, like, I think if you follow these steps and processes that I've listed out, it's definitely going to work. If first one is not working for you, second one is going to work. The second one doesn't work, the third one. Just follow those steps and you are good to go. I hope this tip helps you navigate job market in Canada and you find it helpful. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, share this video, because you don't know, there's a friend out there that needs to watch this video and is going to find it helpful. I'm going to see you in my next video. Adios.